Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at the Studio Series, unbelievably, number 117. This is Dark of the Moon, and this is Hatchet. So we're going to have a look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. Interestingly enough, obviously we're going to start in what would normally be the alternate mode, but of course it's his vehicle mode. I'm going to show you how articulate the other mode is as well, because it's pretty good, to be fair, guys. You'll be quite surprised how much articulation is on it. We'll have a quick look at the backdrop. We'll have a look at one of the other releases of this particular figure, and unfortunately I haven't got too many movie figures with me. As you can tell, this is a bit of a quick showcase of the figure, but I've got another movie bot there to give you an idea of it is just your sort of standard to look size vehicle, but it looks and works really well. I wish I'd have had Crankcase with me, to be honest. The instructions are, because he's Dark of the Moon, you've got the blue there, and as I say, it looks like he's going to be coming packaged. Now, of course, this was opened when I got to the event, so it looks like he's coming packaged in his what I would class as alternate mode, but it's not. It's like his beast mode or his dog mode, whatever you want to refer to it as. And then of course the instructions transform him into the Chevy, which we're going to look at first and foremost. So a couple of things. Huge thanks to Hasbro for giving me this opportunity to get the proper review done on this first, and also to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please. One other note is this is a very early production sample of this particular figure, so some of the panels, Evan's told me to say this personally, that they don't always, they are going to be much, see, I've just popped that out by accident, they are going to be much more sturdier than this. But again, it looks great. It is of course a licensed vehicle. Let's have a look at the packaging. Of course he will come packaged. Unfortunately at the moment we've still got windowless boxes. You can see there, yeah, it's got the he must come packaged in his beast mode, because of course it's got the alternate mode below there. There you've got the bust, which is great. The dreads, you can see, you can move these as well. I'll show you that in a second. It's 19 steps to transform. I will be uploading a separate transformation tutorial. And you can see here, again, this is such an early production. We haven't got the official sticker to go there, but we've got the official GM license put there. The backdrop is, of course, from the motorway. I think it's called the motorway scene in Dark of the Moon. And yeah, this would go there. I always say this, and I'm not going to change. I don't really think these stands are great, but that is of course the scene in which that you would have seen them. Right, the vehicle itself, though, to be honest, it's good. It all fits together, even though it is a very early production release, very well, holds together. And if this is a case of like how it is now, it's going to hold together much better. You just saw that did pop out ever so slightly, but it's not too bad. You've got the official license badge there on the front and on the back. Obviously the wheels are on individual pins, so as far as the vehicle mode goes, it completely serves its purpose. They're painted in, of course, no translucent pieces there at all. It all seems to tuck away really neat, to be honest. There isn't much more to say about this. There's a bit of detail there in the grille, a bit of detail on the lights, and as I say, that's pretty much it. It is a look size. I'm sure he's going to look fantastic with Crankcase in people's displays, but that is the alternate mode. This figure is definitely all about the beast stroke robotic, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments, guys, exactly what we're calling it. We'll have a look at that mode right now. So here we are then in his much better looking mode. This is so clever, and it just really works. I suppose with this, to be honest, it would work a little better with the backdrop, but the problem you get with these is just trying to get them to balance on there. But I did want to show you it anyway, just in case you did want to utilize it, and of course, just to see the fact that it will come packaged with this. Now, I know that I've had lots of people today on my Instagram ask me questions about the articulation, so I'm very pleased to be able to show you it all. So the surprise for yourself will probably be that the head does articulate left and right. You can also move the dreads, and I know these are sort of referred to as, but I'd still rather call it, I don't know what sort of beast it is. It reminds me something of the beast in the Ghostbusters films. So yeah, the dreads move around, the jaw opens as well. It does fully articulate left and right. You can see all the detail there. Let's get it to focus. There we go, on the eyes, so 4 on each side. Lovely bit of silver and gunmetal grey all mixed together, and the fact that the jaw opens and there's even detail on like a robotic tongue is just fantastic. You can see you've got ball and socket joints, which I suppose would be classed as the front top part of the legs, so you can move them and manipulate them any way you wanted to. You've then got a hinge there to move what would be, I suppose, the knee. The feet as well have got their own hinge. You can maneuver them. You can't twist them though, but of course you can twist the whole limb by this particular point here. Same on this as well. They do a really good job from the front of just covering up a lot of the vehicle. And let's be honest, you know, it is a vehicle, but I still think they've done an incredible job of getting this to look the way it does. Same on the back here. There's more ball and socket joints. You can maneuver and manipulate these all around as well. This is a removable tail, and again, that was what you probably saw on the underside of the vehicle. That just slots into there, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, you've got removable, no, sorry, not removable, you've got ball and socket joints at, I suppose, the hind legs. You've then got a ball and socket joint at the hind knees. So these are incredibly articulate, and at the top of the ankle, more in the shin realistically, rather than obviously at the ankle. You can see there, and again, the doors you can see have all collapsed with the roof and all folded, oops, all in together. So overall, it's very, very clever. It really is clever when you see this in hand and you can see what it can do. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not what I'd class as like a shell former either, because it does sort of fold over and integrate with the rest of the particular, yeah, of the beast, to be honest. Much better than this. This is a good bit of fun, but I suppose, popping the two together, and as I say, maybe with crankcase in the middle, you'd be able to create some pretty interesting scenes with regards to that, in all honesty. Let's bring in, again, I know, guys, it's not the same film, but this is just ones I've got here. What I'll do is the same as what I did with my Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime video. I did an initial review on that, and then, of course, when it came out on full review and I got my own copy, I updated that video with all the bits that people wanted to see. So this is just to give you an idea of his size. Again, not the same movie, it's just an idea for you to look at his size. I want you to let me know what you think in the comments though, because I do think it's good. It's a great interpretation, and let's be honest, we've been waiting for this guy for ages. Again, he was going to be part of the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, which never, of course, well, the Buzzworthy Bumble line's finished, and this figure, of course, never came to fruition until now. So I think he's well worth the wait. And yeah, I can't wait to see some of the poses and the positions that people who are much better at posing figures than me can get this guy in. At the meantime, again, we are still at the MCN with him. If you want to see him, he's here for another couple of days. And as I said, any comments, I will try and get back to answering them whilst I'm there with Hasbro, and indeed maybe putting them in particular poses or answering direct questions like I have been doing all day. In the meantime, guys, this is your Dark of the Moon Studio Series Hatchet figure. Let me know what you think. Take care.